So, you wanna hear another story, eh? Another story of 4 powerful Vikings of the village of Broken Rock and Stone? So be it. But buckle up, this video will have more than 10 minutes, I'm afraid. It all started with a great preparation in the lower parts of the castle plains. 2 of the powerful heroes were here renaming wolves, and the other 2 powerful heroes were waiting at Hildir's place. They all took initiative together, and Ravi and Hikamakinen sailed through the thunderous seas back to the outpost called the Chicken Sleepery. They sent a quick pigeon to Persgargabunda and Fomangler Jr. and finally, he died. Finally, they saw them coming on the horizon. Junior required a special children's bed, and then they all went to sleep in preparation for the next day. The next day started with Fomangler recovering his sunken back and Crazy Loxis ignoring the net cord, stomping on everyone without being seen. That is the end of adventure. Bye. Okay, the chicken tower. The chicken tower was black, sleek, and tall. The Vikings needed some wooden scaffoldings to climb up, but first we need to get rid of the fearful jelly enemies. Then the ladder climbing competition began. Our heroes proceeded to clear the tower from top to bottom and didn't find, well, too many problems. The combat went as usual. Mash the left mouse button and hope for the best. His burning friends reminded Hikamakinen to quickly chug a fire potion. But the pressure was sometimes too much, even for heroes of their format. Finally, they reached the bottom floor and shed their pants, but not for long. The battle was fierce, but our cunning hero Vikings managed. After decoupling the goblin shaman or whatever it was, there was even a bigger problem with fire extinguishers. Surely these tight staircases are not up to the standards, and naked Vikings came in and out and up and down, and they kept coming and running away and eating tetra stew and fresh bread. Until one moment, a powerful hero got real crazy. Fomangler recovered his body and felled the shaman beast and claimed the Hildir's bronze chest. After himself eating 3 of the eggs, he danced, and the whole group of our heroes returned back to the Chicken Sleepery. They practiced a cool-looking walk on the pier before sailing back to Hildir's. This time, it wasn't a race. Of course it wasn't. 3 of the boats started backwards, but they finally left the goddamn plains with the tower behind. Their way back, they tamed a mighty sea serpent that escaped later on. And now, waiting for the treasure bearer, they took some iconic cinematic shots. The cameraman was so into it he nearly missed the opening of the chest they just delivered. The hardships were worth it. The whole clan was attracted by Hika's blue dress in combination with mink furs. After that, the Yagluth awaited them. But not before they kicked this wild boar to death on the bridge in that direction. During the journey, Hika rediscovered some illegal transportation moves. Last ceremony before the journey began, screwed up meadows, black forest with illegal movement again, up until the edge of plains, where they promptly got ambushed by mosquitoes. Our heroes cunningly sneaked past the single oxen and cleared up the area around Yagluth's altar, nearly without any incidents. They thought it was the time, but it wasn't the time. Time for Yagluth was the next morning. And now the music will be so loud, probably I won't be audible. Enjoy! The battle was extremely fierce, and heroes employed all the help they could get. Hika realized that bow and arrow will not bring him to Valhalla. For the real glory, he must be a real skirmisher. I hope you noted his extreme athleticism and the slide into a double-handed backstab to Yagluth. By the end of the metal truck, Yagluth was defeated. And still in the sound of the electric guitars, our heroes rejoiced. And now to travel home, using some illegal transportation techniques. The Sail of Odyssey was probably the most epic moments Vikings experienced on that day, or perhaps it was all the things together. That is, of course, until the wind turned into their faces and they had to improvise one more time. A quick fart of god power and the wind turned into their backs for fast travels. Now I will leave you for at least 10 seconds to listen to this banger of music. They hadn't entered the home village for so long, the village even forgotten them. And especially the connection between continents caused some funky Viking tomfoolery. skull to the queen. Yes, to the queen. They shouted that night. Back to the birthstones they run. For one more trophy to be hanged for the glory of gods and Odin himself. Touch the skull. Feel the power. And of course, a small accidents can happen anytime. Oh my dear listener, this is the end of the tale. There were no fart sounds, and the script was pulled out of my ass this time over a little bit longer period of time, and no AI was used whatsoever.